Are you afraid to do something? What do you do when you are in the face of fear? In this live Periscope I did today, things get kind of raw, and I give some tips on what I do to address my fears. Cheers, guys. Hi, Ashley, Kathy, Tracy. Who wants to rock right now? Hi, everybody. I can't believe I'm dancing. Yeah, that was actually a gift from my stepdaughter. Isn't that awesome? Yes, Ashley, I didn't catch the beginning of it though. I cut it towards the end because I know you're amazing too, Ashley. I've been making some amazing connections on Periscope, let me tell you. Yes, yes. Hi, everybody. I'm addressing one of my fears right now. Just kidding. Oh, I'm kind of excited to talk to you guys about the topic today. And Ashley, I can't wait to go back and watch the replay of your scope because I knew that you were nervous to do it. And I was a little nervous as well. So guys, whoever's giving me the hearts, how are you wearing long sleeves? Oh my gosh, this room is the coldest room in the house. Yes. Oh, I get distracted too, Ashley. Ashley just said, thank you for keeping me accountable. No, it's really thin. It's really thin, but Kathy, I forgot where you are. Where are you again? Let me turn this down. I forgot where you are, Kathy. I know Ashley's in Arizona. Tracy's in UK, New York. Yeah, it's hot. It's like 90 degrees outside. So as soon as I go outside, I'll be sweating. But that's the beauty of working from home, you guys. Oh, you are back home? Okay, Ashley just said I'm back home. Awesome. Yeah, it's really cool. This is like one of my go-to places that I'm going to Bulgaria on Friday. Oh, cool. Tracy just said I'm going to Bulgaria on Friday. Oh, you're in Ashley, New Mexico. What's in New Mexico? I thought you said you were in Arizona. Confused. Oh, someone just dropped off. Well, excuse me. Perdón de me. Pardon me. No, that's something though, guys, you have to not worry about is what people think of you. So guys, my family and home in New Mexico. Oh, hey, Mr. Mike. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Let me shut this real quick. Oh my gosh, you just saw the back of me. Anyway, really quickly, what I want to do, guys, is I want to talk to you about addressing your fears. And that's the topic that we were assigned to talk about today. So first of all, can you guys hear me okay? Can you guys hear me okay? Do I sound all right? Do I sound, because I have this little stand that I use. Okay, good. Awesome. Okay, so really quickly, what I want to do is I want to talk to you about my experience about how I address fears. And I want to talk to you, I'm going to give you guys some tips, okay? So I know that that's a really common thing for people to have fears. In fact, do you guys know that we are actually born with a fear? Awesome, so I sound good, great. We're actually born with one fear. And everything else, guys, is, in my opinion, it's a result of our environment, you know, how we're raised and the people around us that affect like what fears we choose to be afraid of, right? Abandonment, no, that's close though, kind of. No, but that's a good one, Kathy. I think, are you saying that that's what your fear is, or do you think that's what we're born with? We are actually born with a fear in this, and I'll go ahead and tell you what that is. Well, I want to talk to you guys about that. No, no. Because think about Kathy said leaving our mothers. No, because some of us maybe don't have a mother in the first place, right? Right? Actually, the only fear, you guys, that we are born with is the fear of loud noise. I know. So, have you guys ever noticed that when there's a loud bang, that you jump, right? It's like it's an innate. I don't know where I heard that from, but that was something that I learned, was that the only fear that we have, that we were born with, is the fear of loud noise. So basically, any other fear that we have, guys, is a fear that's based on what we choose to be afraid of. Okay, so I, as some of you know, don't want to live where I live then. Why is that? Phoenix Tears, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's kind of cool. Lots of sonic booms. Is that where they do a lot of testing? So this gal, Phoenix, I don't even know, what's your first name, Phoenix? I missed it. She said there's lots of sonic booms where she lives. Where is that? Is it because you're by an Air Force place? Gosh. Do they do a lot of testing or something? Because I think that's kind of cool, the sonic booms. It should have been changed. Kim. Oh. Yeah, I think that's kind of cool, actually. But you know, some people love that. Some people are attracted to things that have loud noise, right? Like you know, when you're watching fireworks, some of the funnest parts is whenever they do that big loud boom, right? As long as you're prepared for it, or that you know what it is. But I mean, you know, when somebody slams the door, or you know, it's going to be something that you jump. That's why those scary movies are so effective. When somebody looks in the closet and then they shut it because nobody was in there, and then they turn around and boom, there's somebody right there. You always hear the music with it, right? Yeah, exactly. So I guess the fear of noise, when it comes from nowhere with no warning, then that probably is how I could understand how that would be effective. But guys, I want to talk to you, first of all, a little bit about me. You know, when I was in first grade, Mrs. Brown set me aside on the last day of school and told me that I was meant for greatness, and I was going to do great things. That is something that I carried with me throughout my life. And I have not been the most secure person my whole life, but I had that to carry me through. Now, sadly, a lot of people don't have somebody that will say that to them, that will affect them, because that is something that I truly believed, because I was in first grade. I loved Mrs. Brown, and she told me that I was going to achieve great things. So I believed that. Thanks to Mrs. Brown. Now, I don't think that I've achieved everything that I want to achieve yet, but I think that a lot of people, the career I chose, you guys, is sales career. I knew when I went to college that I was going to graduate and be in sales of some sort, a professional salesperson. And I did. I was in the corporate world for almost 20 years, and I was in sales. And I actually love challenges. I love contests. I don't know why I thrive on those, but there's people that will say, I can never do what you do. And then I think back and I go, why is it that they say that? No way. A huge clap of thunder just scared the heck out of Kathy. See, you were born with that. You can't control it. Yeah, so anyway, so my point is that whenever people said that to me, I thought to myself, you know what? I've had to work through that, though. I've had to make the decision that I was going to enjoy the process of being in sales, okay? There's a lot of people that say, I can't be in sales, or I can't sell. Well, the business that I'm in, if you're watching this right now and you're involved in a network marketing business, which is what I'm involved in, which has enabled me to work from home, there's people that will, when they join, they will say, I can never do what you do, or I can never sell to people. Guys, it's all a mental thing. It's all a decision, okay? So what I want to do, though, is I want to share with you, first of all, I want to share with you what I believe fear to stand for, okay? False expectations appearing real, right? False expectations appearing real, okay? Another thing I want to talk to you guys about really quickly is another way to handle that, okay? What I do to handle fear. What I do is I like to utilize the word act, okay? And what I do is I like to, first of all, I think of A, All right, so if you guys are ever in a situation where you're afraid of something or you don't want to do something because you're scared, the first thing you need to do is A, be aware of your thoughts, okay? So once you're aware that you are afraid of something, that right there shows that you're in control of your thoughts, okay? Because in our minds, we have over 1 million thoughts going literally 1 million miles an hour. Would you agree? Okay, and what you're going to do is 99% of the time, you're going to find yourself having negative thoughts. Okay, I could not do that. I couldn't do this. You know, I could never do that. But once you're aware of your thoughts, that is super powerful. Okay, so that's A. C, so it's A-C-T. So if you get a piece of paper and write down A-C-T, A is being aware. C, what do you think C stands for? C stands for choosing. Okay. Once you're aware that you have a fear of something, all right, and you're thinking that you're afraid of something, at that moment, you have the choice to choose a different thought. Now, guys, this is super easy, okay? So let's say you're in a meeting and you got a great idea and you want to raise your hand, right? But you're too scared to. What will people think of me, right? Well, what you did is you immediately were aware that you were scared, all right? Now, at that point, you could say, okay, I know that I'm scared. I'm aware of the fact that I'm scared to raise my hand because I'm afraid what people will think of me. Now, at this point, I have a choice to choose a thought that's either going to serve me or not serve me, okay? So, at this point, guys, what you want to do is you want to say to yourself things that are positive. I am a great speaker. I am a great connector. I am confident, okay? When you say am, guys, magical things happen. And what you need to do also is think of times whenever you're super confident, okay? Like for instance, right now, I could pretend like I'm talking to my sister, okay? My sister is the least judgment person in the world, right? I could say anything to my sister. But think of whenever you put yourself though in the mindset of, I'm going to choose a different thought. So if you're scared, you're in a meeting, you want to raise your hand, you acknowledge that you're afraid, right? Because you're afraid of what people think of you if you ask a dumb question, right? But you choose to think a different thought. So you might think, I am smart, I am powerful, and I have something to contribute. When you do that, guys, it immediately puts you to a sense of self-empowerment, okay? And the T, so it's A-C-T, which is act, right? What does the T stand for? The T stands for take action, okay? So basically what you do is, like I said, you say, I'm going to go ahead and make that comment. And you raise your hand, right? When you get that feeling of empowerment, you raise your hand and you say, I have a comment I want to make. And what that does is when you make the choice that you're not going to care what people think of you, and you do that, imagine the sense of empowerment that you have. Now, Ashley, that was a huge, huge, huge thing whenever at the end of your scope, when I jumped on your scope and you said, I'm so glad I did it. But you know, Michelle kind of edged me to do it. She nudged me to do it because we've been messaging on Facebook. And at first, Ashley, you said you weren't going to do it. You weren't going to jump on. You're like, can I skip a day? And I was like, no, if I have to do it, you have to too. So she jumped on and did it. And what did you say towards the end? That you're glad you did it, right? It does something to you whenever you make the choice. Now imagine how you're going to feel if you would have made the choice not to do it, okay? You are feeling much more empowered, do you not? So that is something that I like to do, is I like to think of the acronym ACT or ACT, okay? So basically the A is be aware of your thoughts, C, choose a different thought, and T, take action, okay? Another thing, guys, that I do, and oh my gosh, I love this. I don't remember when I started doing this, but I've always visualized a bubble around me. And this bubble is very, very flexible, okay? It's like one of those big bubbles that is just it's almost like you're blowing a piece of gum, okay? And you know that piece of that bubble can get huge, right? But right now, I visualize that my bubble is like this big, but I know it has the potential to reach way past the sky into the atmosphere. And it's very, very fluid. It's very flexible, okay? What I like to do, and this is a decision I made, I don't remember when I did this, but what I like to do is I like to imagine expanding my bubble. And the second I do something that I've never done before, I expand my bubble. Thank you, Ashley. Appreciate that. Ashley says she's loving this. Love it. But this is something that I use for with my stepdaughter. She's now 17 years old, and this girl is fearless now, and I love her to death. Anytime she's scared, I was like, come on, expand your bubble. I told her the story about how I love to expand my bubble, and now I use that with her. So I use what's the word? Whenever you use an example of something, it's much easier for people to understand it. And so now I always say, expand your bubble, expand your bubble. In fact, even whenever I was growing up, like whenever I was in college, everything I did with the job that I had, I always thought to myself, is this gonna look good on my resume? And is this expanding my bubble? So I just want to leave that with you, the visualization of a bubble, okay? Now, I'm not saying that my life has been perfect by any means. I mean, there's been many times I made decisions not to expand my bubble, but let me tell you, I've done a lot in my life. I've done a lot. I've traveled all over the place, and I have met some amazing people. I've had some awesome jobs, and I don't know. I mean, I think that is why I'm at where I'm at, is because I made the decision to not let fear keep me from expanding my bubble. Does that make sense? So if you have any apprehensions at all about something you don't want to do, first of all, don't ever say what your fear is. I'm scared to do this. I'm scared to do that. Because what you're doing is you're kind of giving yourself permission. Instead, what you want to do is you want to give yourself self-empowering words that will make you feel empowered, okay? So I am confident. I am beautiful. I am smart. I am funny. I am empowered. I am attracting amazing people into my life. Just keep doing that. Positive affirmations, you guys, work. They work, okay? I hope you guys got some value out of that. Did you? I hope you did. In fact, let's see. I hope you guys got some value out of that. Thank you, Ashley. I love the Black Eyed Peas. Thanks for the hearts, you guys. What? I'm gonna dance now. I'm almost 48, you guys, so. It's my skincare company, y'all. Yeah. Seriously. Thank you so much for the hearts, you guys. I hope I gave you some entertainment. Expand your bubble, okay? Expand your bubble. I love you guys. And if you guys are watching the replay, continue giving my hearts. I will chat with you guys later. All right, see ya.